Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. It's not my show. Take it away, Cole.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am Cole Johnson, your Dungeon Master extraordinaire for the evening. This is Storm King's Thunder, and with me tonight is, starting at my left, I guess?
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Left?
You got it. You got it. You did it right the first time.
hedged. I shouldn't have hedged.
I'm Cody Stone. I am playing Akaro. He is a Psy-Knife rogue from the city of Waterdeep. Human.
Let's go,
Me?
Jacqueline.
Yes, you,
Okay,
Jacqueline. Yeah.
thank you. I cannot tell. Hi, my name is Jacqueline. I'm playing Nyx, the Changeling Bard.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm playing Lakashana, the Kalashtar Circle of Dreams Druid.
My name is Ryan. I'm playing the Tabaxi Arcane Archer Fighter.
And my name's Keith. I'm playing Saxon, the Mountain Dwarf Fighter, and the only person with any sense in this group. And I have an intelligence of 9.
I have
Also,
so much
you're missing
sense.
you're missing a very key point in your introduction.
And,
Hold, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
no.
forgot mine.
He's got props, guys.
Props?
Ladies and gentlemen,
love a prop.
Keith has props. I think this is about to.
I also have
Just
another
saying.
friend I have to introduce. I forgot about him.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Saxon absolutely would have had some of the stuff that everyone else did last week. But
Oh my god. Yes.
Two
Yes.
sides.
Someone please
Little
clip.
Sebastian.
Someone please clip. You know what? From now on, I am no longer going to voice Little Sebastian. Okay. The only person that's allowed to voice Little Sebastian from now on is Keith, and every time he does it, that thing is required to be in frame as your
Yes.
head, Keith.
Agreed.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how this is going to work from now on.
I love it.
I love it.
Okay, so quick recap since it's been a couple weeks since
A couple
we've been
of
able
quick
to...
announcements real quick
Oh, sorry,
before we
Cody.
get into it.
Yeah.
Apologies. Next Monday, we are doing our Norse Foundry giveaway. Norse Foundry is our sponsor for Disasters in Danger this year. We are going to be giving away one of their Compass Roses. It's really awesome.
Ooh.
But for tonight, we do have a giveaway for you guys because we're doing a giveaway a week currently. And tonight's giveaway is going to be your choice of Critical Kez original line art pieces.
They're very cute.
They are
very
awesomely done. If you follow her on Instagram, I actually think she changed her name because of the Critical Role cast calling her, was it like Sugar and Rabies or something like that? Because she made a little like Fluff-a-Nutter. So there are some Mighty Nine pieces in here. We also have some wonderful art pieces from, I think that one is, there are some wonderful art pieces also from our Disasters in Danger cast. So like there's Treasure, then here, it's Screamers! Screamers is here! So you can pick those. We have a bunch of the originals, all signed by the artist. They are all black and white line art pieces on a standard sheet of paper. She does her coloring
They're
digital.
beautiful.
They are beautiful. So that is quite the giveaway. So we're going to be doing that at some point tonight. So stay tuned. We'll pick a hashtag probably about midway through the show, and that will be how you guys can enter to win one of those. So that's a big announcement I had to do. Back to you, Cole.
Okay, great. Awesome. Yes, Kez is an amazing artist, so getting the chance to get any of her work is really cool. So make sure that you're signed up for that giveaway. So, quick recap, since it's been a while since we've all been together. So, you guys have been tasked to figure out why it seems as if the giants in the Sword Coast have been acting very unlike they usually do. They've been very aggressive recently. And you have discovered that it is due to the ordning, which is the traditional caste system of the giants has been shattered. So you have been tasked by a wonderful flying wizard named Zephyros as the real star of the show, Finn, makes his appearance.
Finn!
Look at him. That's right.
That's the man!
Hey, there he is.
I miss you!
You guys have saved the town of Night's Zone multiple times. You guys have made your way to Waterdeep. You checked out Golden Fields as well. And you are currently on your way to the town of Amphail. As you've also got some other side gigs to take care of throughout the course of this adventure. But for now, you have all just reached the town of Rassalantar. What do you wish to do?
What time of day is it?
It is the evening. It's about 8-9 p.m.
Okay.
By your reckoning at this point in time.
Okay. Well, I think first of all we'll find a place to sleep and set us up for the night, and then if there's perhaps some place we can ask about, see if anyone has run into any other giant issues. It seems to be our primary function, focus, purpose in life, maybe. So, thoughts? Or nods all around. Let's
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, let's see if we can find a place to sleep.
Okay. As you head into the village, you walk around. You notice it's very quiet. It's just kind of just off the road, like not even very, very far off. But there is, as you're walking through the town, you noticed there's a small stand of trees to the west, and you also see. Can everyone make me a perception check, please?
Montaigne, what is your pet cat eyes can see? Well,
Natural 20!
Hey.
Same.
Wow.
Same.
Oh.
Well, fuck my
So
15. I
27.
won't even add numbers to that. We'll just let that go.
Oh.
So 3 natural 20s, a 25, and a 15 plus whatever Acro has.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's
So-
go fight something!
I bet you-
No, I'm just
what's-
kidding, I'm just kidding.
It's an
Acro, what's your plus?
so it's a +3. It's an 18, and if it fails, I can add my psychic die onto it with a +7. I get to a 25. If
You out-critiqued me because I'm just at 20.
I got to work for it. 27 is
So-
Lakashina. Wow.
Metal!
So what you notice, as you notice that a lot of, there seems to be a large presence of, Waterdavian city guard that have made their post here. You can notice there's a large amount of city guardsmen kind of just walking throughout the village. It's of course it's a little bit less than usual because it's later, but as you walk right off the road, you do notice an inn known as the Sleeping Dragon.
That's a nice. Saxon.
Yeah?
You're part of the guard, right? From Waterdeep?
I was over hire when they needed extra work.
Anyone you
But-
recognize?
What do you want me to roll, DM?
You know what? Let's roll a history check.
And just for the sake of saying it, the minute we get amongst people, she starts tapping. Lakashna starts tapping with her cane.
Going back to the
And has a hand
Right.
on Baruch, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you roll, Saxon? A 4.
Oh, I rolled a 4. Yeah.
Okay. So you got nothing. Yeah, everyone that you knew is either dead or is transferred way up north to live out the rest of their city guardsman days.
On a farm. They're on a farm up north.
Yeah.
They're on a farm.
They're fine.
Yeah, I don't. Nope. Definitely. Nobody I've seen.
Well, all right then. To the Sleeping Dragon.
Sorry.
No, no worries.
It is odd that there's so many here.
Perhaps somebody can give us a heads up. I'm not super familiar with the gods in general, though, so...
Okay. So you guys enter the tavern?
To the sleeping dragon.
Into the Sleeping Dragon. It is a very it's a cozy inn. It's not huge, but it's big enough. It's used. It looks like it's used very much as just a stopping point for most travelers. And you see behind the bar, in an older dwarf, shield dwarf. He kind of has a couple scars. Looks like he's seen some things. He's seen some stuff. He's been around. And he's, for the most part, he just is standing behind the bar and he sees you enter and he goes, "Welcome to the Sleeping Dragon. How can I help you?"
Hello there, friend. We were looking to get some rooms for the night and bend your ear for a minute if you had the opportunity.
Of course. So, a couple. How many rooms are you looking for?
Oh, there's 5 of us, maybe 2-3 rooms.
Right. That'll go. Let's see. It'll probably go 2 gold pieces per room, so 6 gold pieces for the night.
Not a problem, and I'll shell out the 6. And
These are swanky digs. Fancy pantsy.
dinner included.
Are
I
there
hope.
Oh, of course.
are there fresh towels in the room?
Yes, they are. There's been freshly cleaned.
Well,
since our
well.
previous guests have left.
Is there a nearby stable?
Ah, yes. There's one in the back.
Good. Gives him a single gold piece. That's for my horse.
Ah, and he kind of whistles real quick, and some kid kind of comes out the back, and he turns and has a conversation. "Take care of this man's horse. Put it in the back." And he goes, and he's like, "Sir," and runs out and just kind of goes about the business. And he goes, "All right, so are you looking to head straight to your rooms, or would you like to sit down, have a bite, or?"
Well, I think we'll eat down here for a minute. A lot of guards about.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. This is it's a very good location for the city guard. They can get to Amphail from here. They have a large reach just from this area to better patrol and keep safe the roads around Waterdeep.
Oh, so this is the normal amount of them.
Oh, yes. This is normally there's normally a barracks here to help keep everything in line.
Oh.
Can I attempt an insight check on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Why is it all of my accents eventually just devolve into Eastern European?
Oh, I thought you were in a good Scottish area there. Yeah.
You know,
For like a little bit, and then I lost it.
I rolled that 20, and then I got 2 2s.
No.
That's a
Well, it's the night. It's the night.
Still up that dang 20.
Yeah, he's hard to read. He's hard to read. He's a very stone-faced man.
Dwarf. Stone face. Got it.
Well, I'll have dinner down here. This is a lovely place. I'd like to sit for a bit, rest my feet, and then call it a night if things go well. I'll sort of look to the rest of the group and see what you guys want to do.
He says, of course, go ahead, have a seat. We'll get your food out to you as fast as can. If you need anything, just ask for Yondrel. That's me.
Yontul. Got it. I'm trying to scroll back up in our notes to see if Yontul is mentioned anywhere.
Because that was.
Nah, he's not.
Okay, okay. Because there are
It's
some weird
it's
names up
Yondrel.
there. Okay, Yondrel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at everyone really fast and be like, well, I'm gonna turn in for the night. See ya when I see ya. And I'm gonna walk upstairs to the room and get out of sight for a second. Totally change my everything. Just all of it. To look like a very put together, beautiful half-elf woman. And then I will come back down to the table and be like, hello, friends. I just saw our other friend go upstairs.
Yes, yes.
And as soon as I get the nod from everyone, I'm just gonna sit back down with my new face and carry on about the night.
So glad you could join us.
Yes!
So, Lakashana, I also forgot to ask, did you try and bring Marok
Yes.
into the thing?
Yes.
Oh, so Yandrel's going to see this massive white wolf walk in and go, oh, no. Animals stay outside.
Oh, he's not an animal. He's a tabaxi. He's our friend. His name is Montaigne.
I wasn't
Hey,
talking about the tabaxi,
what?
I was talking about the wolf.
Oh, Moruk is my service dog. I can't see. He helps me get around. And in case I fall, he picks me up. I'm a little bit bigger, so it can't be like a Saint Bernard or something like that. He takes care of me.
It's true.
And she's like
Roll-
looking right above his head.
Roll a deception check.
Please, God.
Jeez.
I love it.
This is
Fuck,
what we do,
it's a
guys.
12 because it's a -1.
Oof.
Well, he rolled an 11,
Ah!
Yeah!
but he gets a +4. So
Oh!
Way to sweep the rug.
he goes, no, none of that. You're not going to persuade me. No, I'm going to need you to leave him outside.
Okay, well then, I have a question. Do you have laws on poaching or anything here? I saw there was a nice cup of trees outside. I mean, I smelled it.
I saw it. I smelled it.
Insight check.
I mean, I saw in my mind's eye.
Roll. What is it? Roll another deception check.
From the echolocation that I'm able to do.
As I daredevil my way through life.
I'm tough, man. Let's be honest. 16.
Okay. He's like, oh, service dog. Yeah, well,
But
can't
he,
stay in here.
he needs to eat. Is it okay if I set him loose in the forest for a little bit to go hunt rabbits?
Not gonna hurt any of the guards, is he?
Do you use rabbits as guards?
No.
Then they should be fine unless they are wearing rabbit suits, and they are very convincing. But if they are, then I think they are not good guards, and they should probably get eaten anyway.
He goes, can't really argue with that logic. Well, anyway, go ahead, set him loose outside, but he can't come in.
Okay. But what happens if I fall in the middle of the night? Will you try to pick me up?
I'll be downstairs.
If I
will
scream through the floorboards, will you come up and help me?
There's you booked 3 rooms. There's gonna be someone there with you.
Look at me, sir! And she has like a paper thin, crispy arm. It's like this big. She's like, what am I gonna do? I can barely help myself.
I mean, that's a fair point, but that's a little beyond my job description, if you ask me.
Okay, no, that's fine. Then when you rent the room out afterwards, just tell them, it's okay. It's just Lakashana. She sleeps on your floor because I would not let her keep her service pet animal. So she's there now, and I am too weak and small to help her up on the bed after she fell. But it's okay because we have clean towels, and apparently I use that as a selling point when I give new rooms, is that we actually do laundry.
It was... Well, that was a lot of nothing.
I lost my eyesight. My other senses have become stronger.
So, I'm gonna go get your food. It should be ready by the time this conversation was over. So, I'll be back. And I'll get you all your food. Make sure that thing is out of my inn.
Okay.
No problem.
I'm waiting for the day that.
Turns around and walks off.
Lakashana, let's go put him upstairs. Let's go put him upstairs in our room now while he's gone.
No, he needs to go eat. I'll take him outside. It's okay. I don't want to fight the small man. I could punt him.
What if we tell him that Morok is like the spirit of your dead mom or something?
I really tried to tell him it's because I'm blind, and that did not work. So I'm pretty sure if we came back and said, oh, it's also my dead mom in the wolf clothes, I think that would be weird.
All right, that's fair. I respect your decision. Okay.
Okay, so she'll take Morok outside and, like, talk to him for a minute. Like, okay, you can go, and you can go hunting, but you cannot hunt people or children, which are small people.
He goes, oh, humans, all these rules.
I know, and I know Veal is the best, and I am sorry, but no people, because we don't want to get kicked out. So you can have all of the rabbits and the deers and stuff that you want.
Fine, I hunt. And he starts to like move away. By the way, in case you didn't realize, your edgelord is your wolf. By the way.
Oh no, we knew. I love you. Please come back to me. Oh no, he's never coming back. Well, this has been really fun having you around. I'm sorry I said that you were a service dog. You are a majestic beast. Oh man, I'm going to go drink now.
Oh.
By the time you get inside, the food has actually already been dropped off. You guys have all eaten. It's great. It's comfort food pretty much, for the Waterdavian style. And it's pretty good. It's really good.
Great.
It's
Nice.
enjoying yourself.
Any tipsy-ish guards around?
Roll me a percentile.
Oh,
53. What is? Sorry, that's cocked. 5%. Just
5% or 55%?
5. Just 50. One was cocked, and I just wanted to roll it.
Yeah, I think you guys may have come in at like a weird like changing of the guard time, where not necessarily like we're like they're still in the process of switching everything over, so everyone's not off duty yet enough to like kick back and enjoy some drinks.
I still wanna no big. I just want to walk up to the closest group then.
Okay.
Of them.
Yeah, there is like a couple guys that you see that are just kind of like older guards. You see a dwarf, a halfling. You see a couple of humans. They're just kind of enjoying some food and drinks and stuff, and just kind of hanging out.
Okay. I walk over and just quietly like lay a very dainty half-elf hand on their shoulder, and I say, "Excuse me, gentlemen. I don't want to intrude. I just had a couple of quick questions for you."
Yeah. How can I help you?
I'm sure you can understand. My party and I just got into town, and well, there's quite a lot of you here. Should we be concerned for our safety? Is there something the matter?
Oh no, there's nothing quite like that. It's just a good spot in terms strategically. You know, that's all.
You're not just saying that to sound brave, are you?
No, I'm not. It's just where they put us. You know, works out. It's not a bad spot. Pretty chill, actually.
Well, since all of you are congregating here, I mean, are you currently on the job?
Oh no. We work on a multiple shift schedule around here. We got enough people to avoid overworking some of the people. So we're relaxing for now.
Understood. I'm going to once again follow Saxton's lead because he's smarter than I am, and I saw him do this earlier. So I'm going to insight check him just to make sure there's nothing to be concerned about.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Oh, natural 19 plus 4. 19, 20, 20, 23.
Yeah, appears to be pretty honest.
Okay. All right. So thank you for your time. Enjoy your evening.
You too.
I'll walk away, just back to the group, sit down and lean over to, I'll sit next to Saxton and be like, yeah. No
As you walk away, he's like, wait.
Bye! Goodbye! The smell of roses.
And then you see like the other guards kind of turn and look at him and like, and all you hear one of them just go swing and a miss.
Woo! That's my nickname. But I'll turn to Saxton and I'm just like, I guess they're not lying. I guess they're just hanging out. Which I feel really good about, because if something does go wrong, we'll just send them in first.
Yeah.
I mean, respectfully, send them in and sacrifice their lives.
That's their job.
Okay, then,
that's what they're getting paid for. I'm not mad about it.
Perfect. And I'll just go about eating with 2 hands and then like just shoving it into her mouth and then remembering she looks like a lady and she's like, rip. Just tiny pieces of food.
Great job doing, yes, just really well
Which
done.
one are you?
Right, that's fair. And she kind of smiles and she's like, the smart one. Because this is the only time I'll be able to, since she's not here, I can be like, the one in charge. Max, the one in charge. Remember that.
Okay.
That's it. Yep, commit that to memory.
Yep.
And I will prepare to fight with Way later over that.
Lakashna reaches over, grabs Akaro's drink that he hasn't finished. And she's finished hers and just starts drinking it.
All right.
I don't think he's coming back.
Who? Way?
Who?
Oh, right. I'm so sorry.
What, have we lost our way?
Wait,
Oh,
Good night, everybody.
Boo! Good night, and we're done. The game's over.
God.
We're going.
I'm gonna tally the dad jokes. That's going in the notes.
How many dad jokes are coming out of Saxon tonight,
Right.
guys?
There's one.
What's the over under?
It's just, he's asking the stupid questions. He's just an idiot. It's not a dad joke.
I love it.
He's just an idiot.
I'm
My
sorry.
wolf. I don't think he's coming back. I sent him off to hunt, and then I thought to myself, why would he come back?
Well, maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe he'll come back. You don't know.
they do say if you love something, you have to let it go, and if it loves you back, it'll come back.
Yeah, you haven't dealt with many real people, have you?
No, I have. I admittedly have not touched with a lot of love.
Yeah, that's obvious, fancy boy.
I mean,
We need more drinks, don't we?
Probably, probably.
Think of it this
We're
way.
unpacking a lot tonight, I think.
Yeah, if you think of it like this, like Montaigne, Wolf, he's a hunter. He probably doesn't want to go alone. He has some sort of pack, so he probably won't come back.
Yeah, we're his pack. Why wouldn't he come back?
I don't think we are. He doesn't really like you. He doesn't really like me, if I'm honest.
Well,
He's playing hard to get.
that being said, he's not dumb, so he doesn't want to be by himself. He knows that
Yeah.
eventually he might get picked off. So at least if nothing, it's safety in numbers for him.
Wait, you like the people you travel with?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying the safety in numbers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shooting Nick's daggers at her with her ridiculous laugh. That doesn't help. All right.
Oh no, not the bougie laugh.
We drink, we sleep, we eat, we wake. I think.
We be merry.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean.
It's right. Everything's fine. Carry on.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see.
Boring conversation anyway.
So you all, is there anything else you guys want to do before you turn in for the night?
Yes.
Okay, Montaigne.
He is going to go outside and just climb on the top of the inn, and I assume he'd do almost like a first shift and just watch for like guard shifting, watch for dog to come back, and just he believes that the guards are just here because they're stationed here, but the giants and everything else will kind of put him a little on edge, and if he can get
Sure.
any further like watching, he's going to do it. So he'll take like 4 hours before he goes to bed and just watch.
Okay. So you, Montaigne, through the course of the night, can you give me a perception check, please?
I absolutely can. And he's just keeping an eye, like, most importantly, like, he knows the dog is important, so he's watching more for the wolf, if anything, but that's an 18 plus 6, so, 18 plus 6, so that's 24.
Nice.
Yeah. Towards the end of your planned watch, you see padding up from out of the side of the kind of out of the forest and scaring the bejesus out of some guards. You hear a, "What is that?" And then you hear another one go, "No, oh no, some adventurer brought him in earlier. It's cool. Don't kill it."
If you hurt that dog, like, the person that's going to hurt you is going to make it so much worse. I would not do anything.
They're like,
Let it go.
and they like look up at you and they're like, "Who are you?"
I'm the one that's going to keep you from getting killed, and not by the dog.
Wait, what are you talking
Wolf,
about?
Excuse me. Wolf, excuse me. That dog, or excuse me, that wolf is with us. So if you fight the wolf, you're fighting us. So please, I'm gonna ask you, let it go.
Yeah, nope. We're good. Just make sure it doesn't cause any trouble.
He's been good so far. I don't see why he wouldn't.
And he kind of just like comes over and he kind of goes back towards the stable, and you kind of hear a couple horses just like
No!
like freak out a little bit, but after a while you hear they everything kind of calms down.
All right. He'll as he goes to bed, he'll just like toss a little parchment under the door of Lakashna's door and be like, "Hey, he's home," and then he'll go to bed.
Okay. So as you all wake the next morning, kind of varying time. How, like, do you all wake up at the same time? Do you think somebody wakes up early and just kind of does their own thing for a little bit, or?
We have perfectly synchronized our wake up and sleep schedule.
I feel like that's
we're a well-organized machine, clearly.
Nothing about this. Nothing about you guys is organized in the slightest.
No, that's.
I'm definitely not just drooling out of the side of my mouth. That's not what is happening.
The only way we are all waking up or in sync on anything is the same way that, like, a million monkeys in a infinite time loop can write Hamlet. Like, it is
Yes.
purely by chance that we do anything in sync.
I agree.
So
Hey.
Come on.
So
mark
first
that one
up,
down.
the first one up bright and early is, yeah, that's 100% a dad joke. The first one up is Saxon. Early to bed, early to rise, they always say. The early bird, he just like Saxon's just like mumbling to himself, like he's just mumbling like different dadisms. The early bird gets the worm. Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna
Up
write
and
that
at 'em,
down. Tell
sports.
him later.
I'm surprised Saxon isn't walking down like the halls banging a pot and pan to wake us all up.
All right, kids, time to get
That's
up.
just him walking down the hall in his plate.
Yes, it is a plane.
After he's strapped on his plate armor.
Yeah. He is in no way, shape, or form putting on the plate quietly in the
does the
morning when
McMahon
he wakes
walk.
up. Just
That's it. Yeah.
Do you remember that video, that Vine that was like, I don't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all never gonna sleep because of me. Absolutely, Saxton. Absolutely. Yeah, as soon as, I mean, I am easy to wake up. Like, as soon as I hear anything, she's like very paranoid and awake. So if I hear any armor, I'm up. I'm absolutely up.
Yeah, I'll get up.
Okay.
I'll take my time putting myself together. I'm sure one of us was in Saxon's room, so
Fontaine will be probably the last
Still
one up
feed.
because he went the last one. He was the last one to bed, so he'll probably be the last one up.
Yep. So it's probably around 10 a.m. by the time you all get together. You guys are. Your morning is set. You have breakfast in front of you. What would you like to do?
What?
how far away are we from where we're going? I can never keep track of any of that.
So Amphel is probably maybe at most it's like a day and a half's journey.
Relatively
So
close.
it's relatively close. You might be able to get there in maybe like might be able to get there in a day, honestly, if you're lucky.
We have horses, so that's right. I forgot that we did
Yeah.
that. I'll check back in with Yandril, Yandariel.
Yandril, yeah.
Yandril?
Yandril, have you had any news of giants about any giant activity?
We've heard of it. We haven't had any issues around here, though.
They've been avoiding here.
Well, I think it's just they've just happened to go past us. Is all.
That's lucky enough.
Yeah, it's
but
not bad.
No specifics, no immediate towns or anything that have been in danger, as far as you know.
Oh no, everything's been pretty quiet around here.
No. Then I pray it stays so for you. Breakfast, dinner, wonderful. Towels, appropriately clean. Well done, sir. We'll give you a appropriate numbered starred. I'm trying to think of a Yelp review equivalent.
You'd be surprised at just how fresh towels is.
It's the basics.
It's
Yeah.
I take my my calling seriously.
Right?
I take my job seriously, and if I hospitality is all about caring for others.
It's the fundamentals. You know,
So-
people overlook the
if you-
fundamentals.
If you don't care, then why are you in it?
Right,
You know?
exactly. That's true. It's very true. All right.
These people.
I'll check in with the group. I don't see a lot of reason to stick around. I think we ride hard for Amphail and make it to the next stop.
Quick question for DM.
Yeah.
Knowing my background, the giants were never on my list, so I wouldn't know anything as far as like sensory goes for them.
Yeah,
Like
I think it'd be like you know that like giants. The thing is giants are varied
yeah,
based on what kind you're dealing with,
gotcha.
and you may have come across a couple hill giants just because they're a little more common than all the other ones. But as far as like specifics about like what you'd see on a regular basis or what you'd get from them, like it's not exactly up Montaigne's alley right now.
Okay. I'm just thinking more like smell, like just because he's saying, oh, they're just missing us. I'm like, but there's so many people. Can they miss us?
So it's also
where my brain's
that
at?
it's also there's also a very large guard presence
That's fair.
in the town too, as well. Kind of like the same reason like Waterdeep hasn't been freaking
That's fair.
attacked. But as you all head out for the day, you head towards Amphail. Can someone roll me a D100, please?
I got it.
I'm gonna turn to Lakashna and be like, "Did you get him? Did he come back?"
14.
What was it?
14.
14. Okay. So, Lakashna, you do recognize that when you see him in the morning, Morok is there.
Yay!
Will he let me ride him?
No.
Okay.
But- He came back.
Did you have a good hunt?
Yes.
Thank you for coming back. You kind of like me a little bit, don't you?
Like is strong. Tolerate is more accurate.
I tolerate you too!
Progress.
Yes.
She'll just start telling all you guys, he tolerates me! He tolerates me!
That's
We all
really,
do.
that's really good,
Oh,
Lakashna.
Saxon, thank you! I tolerate you too!
Yeah. Well, I
Very
am
genuine
short. I'm
tears.
aware.
Very genuine. I moved.
This is great. Alright, let's go.
Great day.
Okay. So as you as you head towards Amphail, about maybe six hours into your journey, I need you all to make a perception check.
I keep using that same dice.
Ooh.
18.
Modified 20. And if it fails, I can add +2 for a total of 22 with the psychic. die.
21.
That's my third 2 in a row.
Oof.
Oh yeah, you got.
Ooh,
I see your 2, and I raised you a 1.
So, Saxon, you see the coolest snail on the ground. And you're like, oh, that's really interesting. Huh. Oh, wow, would you look at that? And Montaigne, you look
Bro.
down and you're like, hey guys, look, a line of ants. They're working as a team. Like,
Yeah,
They
but
tolerate each other too.
my guy has armor. I have armor. He's got armor. It's great.
Yeah, I can't relate to the ants, but like.
And Akaro, Lakashana, and Nyx, you notice in the skies above you a figure
Whoa.
flying in lazy circles. It's hard to reach how big it is because it's pretty far away, but it looks like it's just flying lazy circles in the air.
Bird-like, reptilian-like, humanoid-like. Like,
So if you rolled above a 20, which I think Akaro and Lakashana did,
Yeah.
so Akaro and Lakashana, you recognize it is a dragon.
oh,
What color?
can we tell?
It is hard to tell from
Okay.
this
Sure,
distance.
sure.
I'm gonna ask Maruk to look.
Or smell, maybe?
Ooh.
Yeah, because he has. Can I ask?
Yeah. Let me get those stats up, which I should probably.
I have his
always
stats. You're good. I have his stats.
What? Yeah. Can you roll a perception check for him?
Yeah.
While
His passive perception is 18, by the way.
Okay.
while she's talking to Marok, I'll gather the other two that are bug obsessed.
I'm just saying, if we worked in a line like these ants, it'd be fine.
No, it's a great idea, gentlemen. There might be something overhead. Is there like a tree line or
Yeah.
something we can get off the road and maybe under some trees?
Yes.
So you're not necessarily coming up onto a tree line. You're kind of in the hills.
Okay.
A little bit. So it's hard to find like a tree line.
Okay. So if there's nothing that can like obstruct our view, I at least want to put Saxon and Montaigne's attention on what's going on upstairs.
Jesus. How do we miss? You know what?
Uh,
never mind.
I think we should stop and just. I want until that goes away.
He got a dirty 20.
Okay. He goes, smell. Acid.
It's that green dragon.
Acid. Okay, thank you. If we have to fight it, can you help us, please?
Dragons, very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and I don't want
We
you to
need their
die.
Aren't we supposed to be looking for their help against the giants?
We got a bargaining chip, right?
We do.
Oh, so we're going to ask it to help us?
It depends on the dragon. It's. I mean, we could.
Isn't the one we're looking
And
for?
acid acid is chromatic, not metallic, right?
So there is both. There is acid, black and copper.
Can I make a history check or a intelligence-based nature check, something like that, to see what I know about acidic dragons?
Yeah, this would be a nature check.
Nature check. Got it.
Yeah.
Can I make one of those as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not trained in nature, so I settle for a 13.
Okay.
I'm proficient in nature, so that came up to be a 19.
Okay. So you both know that the acid dragons are black and copper.
What?
So, Montaigne, you recognize that with you guys being in the hills, that there is a much better chance of this being a metallic dragon than a chromatic. Yeah.
We're. I mean, we're in hills. It's probably metallic. It's probably copper. If I had to guess.
Can we negotiate with them? Because Megan can't remember anymore. I don't remember what dragons were.
That is potentially a good dragon.
Yeah, metallics are usually at least open to listen, typically.
Well, it's up to you all. If we want to try to gather its attention, we might have an easier time striking a deal with a metallic dragon than we would with the green one of the woods.
One of both.
All right. How shall we gather its attention?
You want to feed it my horse?
I don't. I mean,
No.
I'd rather not. Honestly.
You need a horse.
How strong do you think their senses are?
I don't know. They clearly likes flying up there, so.
We
How
should
far is
catcall
it from
it.
it, DM? Like, if you could give us an estimated range of some sort.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at the perceptions of the dragon. I mean,
How
if you-
high is it?
I mean, it's not high. It's like maybe 100 feet in the air.
Okay,
It's just kind of a little off in the distance away from you.
gotcha.
Akuro, can you get into its head?
Ooh. I'm not sure. Let me try.
It's too far for.
You can talk while I look this up. I'm sorry.
Hey, not to be this person, because I'm a worldly woman. Do dragons just talk to people? Is that something that just happens? Can't say I've ever met one.
I mean,
so-
generally, if they can gain something from it, dragons are more than willing to have a conversation. They might eat you afterwards. They're willing to have a conversation.
It's the few words you get in edgewise. It's a big
If-
issue.
If I can see it, I can telepath it.
Okay.
So I'm going
Nice.
to work on setting up the psychic network. I'll roll my psychic die to see how many people I can encompass.
Okay.
I rolled a 1, so it's just me and the dragon. So,
Oh no!
so
Private line.
I try to get
As it
everybody.
probably should be. Let's be honest.
I try to get other people in. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna set this one up. I'm gonna put this one over here. Right. And then I go for distance. I go for strength of connection rather than breadth. Pardon me, dragon. You there, flying up above. I'm talking to you from down below. Hello, hope you're well.
So you hear, so you see, what?
The voice is maddening.
So sorry.
This is- Who is speaking?
I apologize for interrupting your mental space, but wanted to get your attention, but didn't want to, be like, hey, Flaming Arrow down here. Was trying to very, very politely ask how you are doing, and if we could parlay with you for a few moments. Down on the road.
Yeah. Oh, that's you down
yeah,
there.
Yeah, no,
okay.
back around. Yeah, one more loop. It's us. It's
yeah.
us down here. I'm waving
it's,
my arms. Do you see me? Can you see
yes.
me from where? All right.
Yes,
Yes,
you're
that's
very,
me.
you are very small.
We are very small, but we're slightly bigger if you come closer. Slightly. I mean, not like you size bigger, but
So, I haven't been around for super long, but I feel like this could be a trap, so I'm just kind of a little.
Oh, I get that. No, To be fair, there's a lot of debate down here about how quickly you would want to eat us and/or our horses.
Oh, look. Oh, why does everyone always think that I'm always out to eat them? It's
It's-
not my Jimmy Jam. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
I'm
No,
still.
yeah, there's lots of assumptions on both sides. If you'd like to remain at what you find to be a safe distance, or we can continue to speak telepathically like this. I don't want to interrupt your day very much, but we did have some important business that we thought you might be able to assist us with.
Well, I mean, I could. I'm on my way. Just
Oh, thank you. Well, that's
take
very
a-
kind. But I'm gonna leave this line open just in case you need it. You're
Yep.
welcome.
Oh yes. Who am I speaking with?
I am
by the way?
Akaro of Warfleet.
Well.
So please come on down.
And you slowly see him start to slowly his way down and come towards your group.
Oh God.
I will let
Oh my God.
I will let everyone know the dragon is coming. Let's all be cool and don't offer it horse. It doesn't want the horse or to eat us. It says.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
That's
take-
exactly what I would say if I was a dragon. That's what.
But let's give it the benefit of the doubt here. All right. Everyone
so
look presentable for the dragon. Here we go.
As it comes closer, you do realize that it is a copper dragon. But it is a little bit smaller than most adult dragons that you've seen, which isn't very many, which is like one over the course of your all lives, and it wasn't for very long because you ran in the opposite direction.
There's been dragon bones that have come on tour in Waterdeep. I
Yeah.
could have seen those.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, you maybe last time you saw a dragon was in a museum. It is a copper dragon, and he comes up and he goes,
Very shiny.
"Oh well, it's nice to meet you.
Hello,
my name.
Go ahead.
Oh no, us. My name is Biopio the Fierce." And he kind of like, if a dragon could do that, he does that.
All right.
Full skull and 30 years ago.
Yes, very, very Abraham Lincoln.
What's his name?
Biopio the Fierce, at your service.
Biopure, I am Akaro, as we had previously been introduced. These are my associates. This is Nyx, Lakashana, Montaigne, and Saxon. We thank you for your time this fine day. First of all, wonderful flying. Nicely done. Wanted to throw that out there. Having recently
Nice.
done our first bit of flying on griffins, not as easy as it looks. You are a natural, my friend. Now down to business, if we may.
No, yes. Must we get to business that quickly? It's just.
We do not have to. We attend at your leisure. If you have the time to spare for a do we have tea? Do we have wine? What do we have to offer?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I have a question for you all.
Oh, yeah, please, yeah.
If I may ask.
Please.
What do you call a cow with two legs?
I don't know. What do you call a cow with two legs?
Is it roll for
I'm looking at Saxton like he's supposed to know the answer. I'm like,
And he goes, lean beef. Oh, and if
Oh.
He's like poking at Saxon.
and he just goes, oh, sorry. I can do better than that. Hold on, one second. What do you call a farm that makes bad jokes? Corny.
Oh, that is.
No, I thought it was home. But yeah, the corny. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
She will crisscross applesauce, sit down in the road. Tell more. Do you know more? This is a good show. And she will make good berries and eat them like popcorn.
Oh, someone has great taste. What streets do ghosts haunt?
I don't.
Dead ends.
Oh.
It's
You are
sorry.
so funny. You're so talented.
Oh, thank you. I certainly try.
It is good
Quite
to
fond
laugh.
of it is laughing is nature's medicine. I do say so.
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. Um,
Oh.
if I may, as an intermission, before you continue.
Oh, of course. I must take a break for my adoring audience. Thank you
You
so
gotta
much for taking
leave
the
them
time.
wanting more.
Of
Very
course,
important.
of course.
Are you aware of the issues with giants that are marauding about? How their ordering is sort of broken down.
I have seen some giants. Yes, actually, there's happened to spot one over the hill in that direction, and he points on the road, kind of towards the northeast, like deeper into the hills.
Okay.
He goes, yes, there was one I saw over there. They're quite loud.
Hmm.
Nose. They're crying. I hate crying. It's worse than just why can't everyone just laugh, have a good time, enjoy themselves? Everyone must be so sad all the time.
Well, we're not entirely sure, but they have been pretty violent with some of us small folk, I suppose they call us. Their king, Hecaton, has gone missing, and so we're trying to set things right, and we didn't know if perhaps you could offer us some assistance. We were told of some other dragons that might be able to help us. So, not to be like all dragons know each other, but we would much rather do business with like a metallic dragon like you than any other dragon, to be honest.
Look, I understand. You know, you want someone like Beopior the Fierce on your side.
Of course.
Facing
Absolutely.
such foes. But I apologize. I am much too busy tending to my horde to assist you in this matter. As much as I believe you're doing a good service, I cannot assist you in this matter.
Is there
Apologies.
something we could offer to enrich your horde that might persuade you to assist us in perhaps a limited one-time fashion? Maybe we could call upon you in some way.
Well, I do.
I'm good at finding stuff.
Well, I mean that. And he kind of looks around, and he looks at Nyx, and he stops and goes, "Is that an instrument on your back?"
Maybe it is. In the right hands.
Would those hands happen to be yours?
I'm known for it.
She's
Well-
currently working on her follow-up single. The first one is sweeping the countryside as we speak.
Really? Might I hear it?
Yes. Do you, this sort of, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Can be triggering. Do you have dead parents?
I mean, I wasn't very close to my parents, regardless. So, why is that an issue?
Well, it was played for
No,
laughs.
I just,
That's
Remember.
5, 6, 7, 8.
As soon as he says 5, 6, 7, 8, I take off. I'm like trying to be better, and I learned last time, so I was like, let me say. But as soon as he says 5, 6, 7, 8, I have a tambourine in one hand and a lute in the other, and I'm ripping into it. I'm going full force. Hair changing colors, skin tone flashing as I sing the most incredible rendition. I will give you a performance check of Your Parents Are Dead. And you know, here I go.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
Oh. 24.
Yeah.
Backflip, land, give a jazz hand. She's just breathing so.
It is by far the most sublime performance that Nyx has ever put together. And as
She thinks she's about to get eaten, so she's like, let's go!
the dragon goes, that was delightful. You are majorly talented. Well, good.
Thank you.
Yes,
I am.
You know what? So, there's a thing that my parents did every now and again, right? They would invite a bard into their lair.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
This is gonna go great or sour.
This is great.
Can you give me? Because he rolled a 12 on his insight, so he doesn't realize that you are uncomfortable with this line of questioning.
She's just smiling. She's like, yes.
He goes, well, what ends up happening? They would invite a bard to their lair, and the bard would regale them with stories and music and jokes and tales and things of that nature. Would you be interested in perhaps at some point, it doesn't have to be now, at some point, staying with me for, however long not it wouldn't, this is not a permanent,
yeah, that'd be crazy. Well,
he goes, oh, my dear, it appears I've made you uncomfortable. I apologize.
no!
I was just taught that the companionship of someone who enjoys laughs and joy and giving the experience of real life, music and art, is to be treasured.
Yeah, I do like all of those things. And if it was just me, I would be there today, right now. But I'm also a hero. I am a hero. And is it the burden I bear? Yes. To be so talented and also so brave. Yes. But someone must do it. I suppose once my task, this burden that I carry almost alone, some might say by myself, if this burden could be lifted from me sooner rather than later, I could give everything up and I could spend the rest of my days in your lair with you, and we could sing and dance and joke together as long as I want, but unfortunately, I've got to do this first. It's a shame. It's just, we keep hitting roadblock after roadblock. If we had some help, I mean, this would probably go faster.
Perhaps it's just a poor timing situation. I unfortunately, Well, I do.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I find your personality fascinating. So
no, that makes sense. I am dazzling in a multitude of ways. Many of ways I have not showed you yet, if only I had the time to. But, unfortunate.
he goes, give me 10 minutes.
Do what?
I said, give me 10 minutes.
Oh, please take your time. We'll just be here. Perhaps I'll come up with another song in the meantime. Always thinking. Always thinking.
Exactly.
And he gets up and flies away.
Take the hit. Just do it.
He's gonna eat me. He's gonna take me.
No,
he is gonna
just hang out
take
with the
me,
dragon.
and
It'll be fine.
he's gonna
It'll be
eat me.
It'll
Yum
be
yum yum.
fine. It'll be fine. It will be great. Apparently his parents did it. It's fine. Just hang out with the dragon.
Oh God! I feel sick. This man dragon.
It's not two. Your parents are dead. Your parents got eaten by dragons.
Yeah. And then who's gonna write the song about me? Huh? Who's gonna write Nick's got eaten by dragons? None of you. And Way's not
Well,
here. So
we'll find something. We'll tell Way.
my God.
Nix, this is a really good story. You're being courted by a dragon. Like, that's kind of cool.
Is he handsome and the largest thing I've ever seen? Yes. Am I willing to risk it all? Pretty much. However, I am nauseated beyond belief.
You know
My
what? That
stomach
sounds-
hurts.
That sounds
I
like
have
one thing
gas.
I'd never
I
say.
can't do
There's one
this.
thing
I
I'd never
am
say when I thought about you, Nix. I could never thought you'd give up on such a prime opportunity.
Well, I think I've got work to do. Don't
fine.
you?
I mean, really, we do.
But
you
Stop laughing, Akro. This isn't funny.
it's very
kinda funny.
It's extremely funny. Please.
it's like the opposites of what the stories say. Like the bards charm the dragon. Like no, the dragon's trying to charm you.
Oh God. I just.
Look at you. You're sweating
It's
about it.
exhausting to be this charming. It is
Oh,
terrible.
woe is you. Oh, no.
He's coming back. Better watch out.
All right.
Yeah,
Put it together.
So 10 minutes pass, and the dragon comes back.
Oh God! Oh, we missed you.
He goes, oh, well, it was... So, I have come up with a small solution to something. So, you have work to do. You're an adventurer. I understand that. I would not presume to take you away from your calling, if you would.
Yes.
However, what I do have is this, and he passes, and he drops something in front of you guys.
Please don't be a dead body.
I'll open it.
You know, it's a small stone that's about like that big.
Small
Oh.
stone. Yeah, mate. Got it.
Is this an engagement ring? No, I don't know your culture. I'm sorry.
He goes, oh no, that's not what we. No. No. This is a sending stone.
Oh. Oh.
So, if you, and honestly,
Yep.
I can't come all the time or anything like that. I can't be flying about
No.
willy-nilly or anything like that.
No.
If you really need me in a situation,
Oh.
I could perhaps come and assist you.
Oh,
However,
Of course. Yes. Yes.
at some point in time,
Mm-hmm.
you will be the artist in residence for a period of time in my lair.
I can personally guarantee that will definitely happen. Not a problem. Things I've got to live for, not much. Sounds like a plan.
Priapor the Fierce.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes,
Nick.
absolutely. She's like, that sounds great.
Priapor
Aggro.
the Fierce, real quick. Does your layer have as wonderful, as evocative a name as you do? Because I would love to be able to introduce Nyx as future artist in residence of insert the name of your layer here.
You know that. You know, and perhaps, I can try to use that as a way to attract new artists as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Like a label of sorts for
Of
people who have
yes.
been essentially sponsored by BOPO the Fierce.
No, good. Yes.
Well,
Perfect.
Exactly,
this is
exactly.
So,
fascinating.
Mr. the Fierce.
Oh, you can. My friends call me BOPO, and I think after this conversation, I think we've
And he
graduated.
he like leans over to the dragon a little bit more and goes, so what happens with after the artist is done with you, after the artist was done with your parents, what happened to the others? Did they leave? Did they stay? Like what?
Oh no, they just left. No, they weren't
Okay.
harmed. Some of them, you know, wish to stay, but you know, we know that everyone has a calling and everyone has and as much as we treasure the company and the companionship of those individuals, it cannot be
Is
we cannot deprive the world of their art forever. We can only hold it to ourselves as long as we can.
is your horde artistry?
Oh, it's a number of different things.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your time.
Great. This is amazing. I feel really good about this. What an incredible job opportunity. We are all very grateful for a multitude of reasons, and I can say that with confidence.
This would be wonderful. Perhaps we can convince Nyx as we go on our journeys to compose you, if I'm not mistaken, the limits of Ascending Stone. Perhaps we can convince her to compose you 25-word poems, 25-word or less poems. Perhaps haikus.
Yes,
She could
perhaps
take
we
up haikus. That's a syllabic limitation that is nigh impossible to hit 25 words. Yeah, it'd be wonderful. Dear Paul,
Call it interest payments.
shall we call your layer the layer of the fierce? How does that sound?
I
Wow.
feel like that's too simple.
Too simple.
Um,
of course.
yes.
The
Yes.
brilliant layer of the fierce.
Ooh, well, we can certainly keep brainstorming this for a quick second.
You know what? We can send you some options. You can send them back to us. We've got a stone for that now.
Yes,
Is
yes.
it like a mountain?
You know what?
Is it a hill? Is it like where it?
It's like a cave.
A cave,
A lot of
a
rocks.
cave. Nice.
You know what? You know what? I've got it.
All
I've got
right,
it.
please.
The
Good.
Cave of Wonders.
Rock. Rocky, fierce artists.
The artist in residence
what?
of Rocky Fierce Artist.
It's so good. You know, it is could not get better. Could not.
I feel like that's the one. I feel
All
like.
right, all right.
And we all agree. Yeah, we all agree. That's good. That's very good.
All right, now,
Good.
Beapor,
Very good.
thank you so much for your time. Thank you for
Yes.
your potential future as aid. I know I have never seen Nyx quite this flush, so I know she is tremendously excited about all
Very true.
all the potentials to come. We will make sure that she calls you within 3 days. Not for like finals, but you know, you want to keep contact. That's important.
Yes.
So, before blessings upon you, I'll watch over you, Bahamut, and all the rest.
Yes, all that jazz.
In the meantime, for your kindness, and I pull out my tambourine, and I say, why don't you keep this?
I am honored that you should allow me this item. I shall treasure it, and I shall keep it in waiting for you when you come by.
Yes, consider it a promise. I'll see you again later. I'm sure I'll have to pick it up eventually.
Excellent.
Yes.
He goes,
There's
well,
no bards held.
he goes, well, it has been lovely meeting all of you. I
Yes.
must go. You must be on your journey. So
Yes.
farewell. And I shall see you all again.
I'm sorry, just the giant that was crying. Where was the giant that was crying?
Oh, over there. And he points to like the northeast-ish area.
Cool.
We should go there. Yeah.
Well, I shall see you in the future.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Heroic things to do.
Yes,
And
and he like
remember
gets
you.
up
See
and
it in the past.
starts flying away.
You're fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We've already got you time. Akaro did the great thing about calling in 3 days. He's bought it hook, line, and sinker.
Oh God, we are indebted to this man, and by we I mean me.
Only
You are
if he
very
calls to help us. And Nyx, let's be honest. Really, we started that out to be like, hey, dragon, help us save the world. And we ended up getting you a date. So, like,
Yeah,
come
you're
on.
welcome.
Come on.
I know.
That's a
It
win.
feels good.
You can be anything he wants.
Yes, I can. Can't I?
Well, and he can turn into something other than a dragon too, but I think they're smart enough and powerful enough. If you asked him nicely, he could probably keep his dragon dick.
God, no! I feel really good about this. This is, and like she has no control over her face right now. It's like, like changing into 1,000, and she's like, well, let's just keep walking. Let's all keep laughing at my expense. Let's all have a good time, and I'm just gonna keep going, being the hero that I am. I'm just gonna go.
You know what, guys? I think today was a good day. I think we
I think right there is where we can break for today.
Yeah.
So I was thinking a good hashtag for the giveaway is hashtag Rocky Fierce Records.
Okay, Rocky Fierce Records. So, hashtag Rocky Fierce Records in the chat, please, if you'd like to be entered. Another way that you are always entered if you watch our show Time Shifted or on YouTube or any of those things is to join our Patreon at the $1 level. You are always entered in those things, and we're working on bringing some other Patreon exclusive shows and other fun things to you guys for that sort of stuff. We are going to be right back. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you in about 10 minutes. But until then, stay tuned. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are Random Encounter Productions. Cole, take it away.
Hey, I'm Cole. I am your Dungeon Master Extraordinaire for Storm King's Thunder. Welcome back. With me tonight is...
I am Cody Stone. I am playing Acro, the human Knife rogue.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline. I have a mouthful of peanut butter, and I am playing Nyx, the changeling bard.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm playing Lakashana, the Kalashtar Circle of Dreams druid.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm playing Montaigne, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer Fighter.
And I'm Keith. I'm playing Saxon, the dwarven fighter, and the only person with any damn sense in this party. And don't forget, the true star of Storm King's Thunder.
Correct.
Little Sebastian.
Little Sebastian. He's the best.
He is the strongest and the littlest.
So, quick recap for those that possibly missed the beginning of the show. Our adventurers are on their way to the town of Amphail to meet up with to deliver a message from Miros Zelbrin to the proprietor of the... Where is it? I lost it. Oh my gosh, this is my nightmare.
Live it. Suffer. Embrace it.
What was her name? Arleosa Starhenge, the proprietor
That's the
of
one.
the Staghorned Flagon. On the way, they have come across a dragon known as Biopior the Fierce. He is a young copper dragon, very gregarious, and took quite the shine to the party's bard, Nyx. And they have agreed on some terms that could possibly allow him to assist them in the future.
Ha! We've got a
She's
wingman.
definitely gonna live that long. No, for sure. No, definitely.
I got you. I
Thank
heard
you.
that. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll mark that one down.
So, what are you? So, as Biopior leaves, what do you all wish to do?
Other than mercilessly tease Nyx, let's keep going to Amphail.
Okay.
Oh,
We
we
don't
wanna
want
go
to.
see the crying giant?
Yeah, I mean, crying giants. You don't see that every day.
All right, yeah, we can go check out a crying giant. Joel.
Okay. So you head into the hills to the northeast. And you spot a crumbling tower atop a hill less than about like a quarter mile away. Parts of its conical roof and outer shell have fallen inward, leaving a gaping hole above which 4 hawks circle.
A what?
A gaping hole above which 4 hawks circle.
I love that bird. Sorry. I'd go. Oh man. Woo. You know what? Now Nyx Cannon loves hawks too. She says.
We're discovering a lot of things about Nyx today.
It's the wings, clearly. Yeah.
There you go.
Ha!
Well, yeah, let's.
All right, that's a good one. I'll let that one go. I'll let that one happen. That's fine. That's all right.
Keep writing. Let's see what's in the.
Lakashana, can you get the bird? Get the bird. Can you talk to the bird? Lakashana, can you please talk to the bird? Lakashana. I'm like pulling up.
Is it 50 feet away?
No, they're farther than that. They're above the tower is still about a quarter mile away from you, and they're above the tower.
They're a little too far for me, but maybe when we get closer, I can try.
Okay. Okay.
You're really excited, but the thought of a man with a giant, like with a thing, right? I'm
Huh?
very excited for this new stage in your life.
No,
This will be good for you.
I'm not really the settling down type, you know?
Well, he doesn't want you forever.
I mean, a boyfriend at my age, which is whatever age I am, it just doesn't seem right.
He wouldn't be a boyfriend, he would be a dragon friend. And technically, I think he'd be your overlord or something, so...
Oh my god, that's not what I'm into. I'm into a lot of things, but I like being one in charge.
Well, maybe he would like that too. You know, it's always the ones that are like really type A and they're very stressful. They're the ones that like it when you step on them.
Maybe first, let's just, and she like, because she doesn't know how to talk about any
Focus on the
boys, so she
hawks.
rides ahead.
That seemed to calm her down. Focus on the birds.
Yep. Realizing that she can't talk to anyone in the party right now without them making jokes, she's like quiet for the first time ever. She's like,
Could you imagine Nyx walking on a dragon? That'd be awesome.
Technically,
There's a-
it wasn't a joke. I was being honest and giving you real advice, so whatever, it's fine.
yes, and it is good advice. She just cannot. She's like, nope.
There's a title in that
No.
somewhere. Nyx the Dragon Walker. It's right there. It's a title in it.
Did Nyx just stress vomit on herself
Yeah.
and her horse? All right, perhaps we've taken it too far. Although I would like each of your help when we get to a city that maybe has instruments. For if she's gonna go live with that dragon for a while, she needs a snare drum and a cymbal. Let's be honest, that'll really set them off right.
Knowing your audience. You're right. Know your audience.
All right, let's.
You know, we can do this whole bod thing. We got this down pat.
Yeah.
So get all up, everyone, because when I get a chance to ruin your lives like this, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna run. Except for you, not you, Lakoshana. That was good advice.
You don't
The
think
rest
you
of
already
you?
do that? I mean, that's just like a Tuesday.
Also, Dad, I noticed how you did not stick up for me, your little girl, at all. That man was trying to take me, and you didn't do anything.
Did he take
I
you?
noticed it. Were you gonna fight him? Were you gonna do anything?
I wasn't. Sebastian was.
Thank you, Sebastian. Whatever.
We weren't going to let him take
I'm
you,
mad.
Nyx.
I'm heated.
Oh, don't be that way. No one was gonna let the dragon take you.
Yeah. And she gets really quiet. And she's like, "You promise?" Because I really felt like for a little bit you guys were gonna let him take
He
me.
wasn't going to take you. We were gonna tell him we needed you. We told him we're on a quest. We're all questing heroes together. You
Yeah,
handled
I mean-
yourself fine. You've never needed
We don't
us
want
to
to give
stick
anybody
up for
else
you.
that headache.
Right.
We want this dragon to help us. We don't want to pawn you off on him.
You're our headache.
She looks at Saxon. She's like, I think you love me a little bit. I think you do. I think you care about me a little bit.
I tolerate you.
That's
Sebastian's the emotional support horse we all need.
Yeah, yes.
best dad.
Rock
Best
is the one
dad.
we all deserve.
Yes.
Let's ride on
It's
to the
the
tower.
angel and the devil. It's like Murdoch saying kill everyone, or Murdoch saying kill everyone. And Sebastian's like, don't kill everybody.
Don't kill everyone.
Don't do it. No,
If
not
Maroc,
yet.
if Maroc were in like human form, he would definitely be smoking in French, like just
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time.
We
Yes.
don't care anymore. Just put the bullets in his head.
Absolutely.
I do not give a fuck about your problems.
I'm just.
Do not care about the problems. Huh?
I'm gonna raise you one more, and I'm just gonna say, good omens.
They are. Oh my
God.
god. Oh my god.
Yep.
We've done it. We beat D&D. Thanks, Cole.
You guys won D&D, guys. I guess that's the end of the game. As you head closer towards the tower, Within about 100 feet, you notice that a large boulder blocks the tower's ground floor entrance, and there is a horrible noise coming from within. It's like a deep, guttural dirge pouring from the lips of something like big and awful.
So it's not the crying that the dragon was saying earlier. It's just this guttural.
I'm pretty sure that's the crying.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's how I sound when I cry. No, it's bad.
I'm really glad we didn't let the dragon take you then.
Correct. Does it seem like that? Like it does seem like crying? 'Cause I don't know cries.
It's a dirge. She's singing a dirge, so it's a very mournful song,
Oh.
and it's terrible. It sounds bad, but it's very sad.
Do we know what kind of giant it is?
You do not. You can't see what kind of giant it is.
Morok, can you tell what sort of giant is in there?
Give me a perception check. And I need everyone to give me a perception check or a nature check to see to look at the hawks.
Yes, yeah, do that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
aggressive.
Is it
I'm
different information
gonna
depending
make
on
one.
what-
I want to make an animal handling check. I'm like so distracted. On
different?
par.
His perception was a 25.
Okay.
My perception was a 15.
13
Yep.
That
for
is-
Acro on perception.
You remember when I was complaining about rolling twos?
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, justice.
I rolled
Montaigne,
a
what'd you get?
13 for animal
I
handling.
rolled. I'm better at perception, but I wanted to roll the nature because I wanted to see if there's something different. I rolled a 17.
Okay. So everyone who rolled above a 10, you recognize that up there are bloodhawks. They are incredibly aggressive, and they tend to attack any creature that enters their territory.
Mm.
I don't like that look on Jacqueline's face.
Kill them. I can't kill them. We can't find them. We can't do it.
Do I understand the dirge that is being sung? Is it in giant? I speak giant. That's why.
It is in giant.
Okay. I do
Does-
speak giant.
And does Morok know what kind of giant it is? That's what he was checking.
Yeah, so he says, stinks.
So,
Hill
hill?
giant.
It's a hill giant.
Hmm. And it's singing about a lost love, perhaps?
Lost for sure.
She is singing about a lost love.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well,
That's really sad.
we've come all this way. Do we want to disrupt her? Do we want to play an instrument and support the dirge, or do we just want to turn around and leave her
Do
alone?
you think the hawks are here? Do you think the body is in there? Because the hawks
Probably.
are up there.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we have come all this way. We might as well do something. Do you want me to try and play along with her? I don't know what to do when people are grieving, so.
I think it might be rude.
Mm,
You could try playing that song.
yeah, maybe her parents are dead.
Well, her lover.
Well,
We believe
that's
it's her lover. If you can work around the words, then we'll definitely get attacked, and we'll have a reason to fight back. But maybe there's a pit. I want to go look in the pit. Let's go take a look.
Wait, what are you looking for? What are you looking at?
The hawks are circling above a pit, right? Isn't that what you
No,
said?
the hawks are circling above the tower.
Above the tower. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And the crying's coming from inside the tower? There's
Yep.
a big boulder. Let's move the boulder.
Yeah.
That's step one.
Okay.
We can't do anything until we move the boulder.
It's fair.
Saxton?
Hawks? I'm all right. Sure.
Is he doing it by himself? Anyone helping him?
I'll help him out.
All right, give me a athletics check with advantage, please.
$17.
17. The stone does not budge, even with Saxon's incredible strength. It does not appear to be enough to move the boulder. The boulder.
The boulder.
Boulder. Very conflicted about this boulder.
Boulder.
Should we just try to talk to her through the thing? I don't know.
All right. In Giant, I will get a loud, deep voice, and I will call out, "Budness, you there, dirging in the tower. Are you okay?"
You okay?
Give me a performance check first to see if you can
Shout loud enough.
shout loud enough to break through her loud off-key singing.
Okay.
Would I be able to help at all with my stone cunning?
In terms of so stone's cutting is what intelligence checks about rocks.
Yeah. And would I know if they'd be able to hear it, or if this is sealed off with a rock in front of it?
Oh, she would be able to hear it because of the fact that the tower is pretty messed up.
Got it.
Like the boulder is there because there is no door.
Performance check is a modified 20.
Okay, we're gonna say that you're able to break through. So can you make me a persuasion check then, please?
Yes.
Well, let's say there's many windows and no doors.
Yeah. You notice as after Acro yells, the music stops.
It is a 23 persuasion, and if that fails, the psychic die bumps it to a 31.
Okay. Yeah, they go. You hear. Who talking to Moog?
Acro.
Who you?
Passerby.
You speak giant?
Learn from fire giants playing poker.
Nix is literally holding it in. She's like,
Acro, you speak whale?
It is the and I'll say this part quietly as to not upset her. It's the hill giant dialect of giants. It's a little slow, a little longer, but yeah.
And you hear her go, Moog. Moog sad.
Moog lost friend?
Moog lost husband.
How did Moog lose husband?
She yells, Chief Guh took husband for herself.
"Oh, Chief Guh about to get it. I'm about to get Chief Guh about to catch these hands."
Earrings are coming off. What's up? Give me
Yeah.
a name.
Who hurt you?
I will translate for the ladies, and then I'll come back. Chief Guh bad? Where Chief Guh?
Where Chief Guh?
Chief Guh, bad. Chief Guh, Grudhog.
Grudhog. Oh, Grudhog. We know about Grudhog. We were told a general direction for Grudhog after the giants that attacked Golden Fields, because they were hill giants too. All hill giants from Grudhog.
Racist. No.
Grudhog hill giant capital.
Yes.
Okay.
More accurate.
All right.
Less racist.
I don't know. This is we've met like
Amazing.
a limited number of hill giants. They've all come from Grudhog. I don't know.
Racist.
Amazing. Racist. Wow, Akaro.
Ordinary?
Wow.
We help Moog find husband.
We help move.
Bring I speak giant too, you racist.
I know. I was confirming. I was supporting.
So when she hears when as soon as he says we help Moog find husband, you hear a thump and you hear a boom, and the boulder that proved to be such a problem just like shoots out.
The boulder.
And she like comes out and she like looks and go, "You reunite Moog with husband?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What's going on? I don't speak giants.
I don't
I have
either.
no idea, but that lady.
Chief Guh sucks.
We're fixing a marriage, a hill giant marriage, and undermining a hill giant. I don't know, leader, queen. I'm not sure of their infrastructure.
I'm cool with that. Let's go. Yeah.
To be honest, but ultimately, if we have to deal with hill giants, this could actually be very useful.
Cool.
I look at Saxon, and see if he has anything else to say. Moog, help us reunite Moog with husband.
At least get Moog. Bring us to husband.
To Grudhog.
Grudhog.
If Moog take you to Grudhog, you give her you bring back her husband?
Grudhog is the name of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have we said the husband's name?
No.
Can y'all ask?
A vital piece of information.
Moog husband's name is
Ruck. He handsomest hill giant in world.
Rock.
I have no idea what she's saying, but I'm also crying now. I'm like, yeah.
Rock. Okay. All right.
Ruck handsomest. That's why Chief Gus stole him.
Okay. Apparently his name is Ruck. He's quite the looker for hill
You say
giant.
Well,
Say
Moog, very pretty, clearly deserves best looking Rock.
Ruck love Moog.
Ruck love Moog. Moog love Ruck.
Well, there
Caleb
you go.
Morgan's time.
All right. Can Moog give us directions to Grudhog?
And she kind of like breathes and kind of tries to get herself together, and she goes, "Moog can show you Grudhog."
Yeah.
Great. Great.
Moog have things in tower?
And Moog just goes,
Moog's tower?
"No,
No.
Moog ran away."
Oh. Oh, poor Moog. One second, Moog. I'm gonna get a little team huddle going real quick. Guys.
I'm assuming it's over, Saxton.
Yeah. Guys, I want to help her. And I think that would help us with giant calls. However, if we tell her, Are we roped into doing this like right now? Because I don't think I don't know. Moog have time frame?
Moog just kind of looks at you and just goes, Moog want husband.
Moog want husband. Of course. Moog want husband.
Moog want husband.
Right. Moog want husband, everybody. So,
Yeah.
how far,
here's the-
Gradhog? How far?
And she kind of like looks down and kind of like takes one step. Many steps.
Many steps.
Mm,
Days?
perfect.
Suns? How many suns?
Progress.
She like looks at her toe.
Karen.
She's like,
More than
I'm
this.
trying to do-
More than this?
she's like, let's see. So you guys can go about 25 miles. So we're looking at.
I apologize. The GM is doing the math. And
No, yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do some quick math.
Take your time. Last night, Skeevers had to travel at the speed of plot, so.
Yeah.
It,
She goes. Who? And you can see like it is straining her powers of cognitive thinking. And she's
Get
like
a little nerve popping right here.
Saxon, no like math.
4, 5. This many
Oof.
suns.
It's a week out.
Great.
Man.
great.
That's a.
Nice.
He might be dead by now, honestly.
I know, he's the pretty one, remember?
Yes, but the pretty ones die quickly, right?
No, the pretty ones get special treatment. And I'll gesture towards Nyx.
And we've made it all the way around. It's a great time for that. But so here's the thing.
How do we politely tell this lady we want to help catch her on the flip side? How do we?
We'll be back. We'll be back. We can come back.
Okay.
She'll just sit here. She's gonna die to those hawks up there.
She can kill the little hawks. Those are like flies to her. Moog. Kill hawk?
And she freaks out.
Can kill Hawk.
Okay, you're good. Moog, we come back.
But husband.
Right. We come back with husband.
You come back with husband?
Yes.
We try.
I don't like this.
What do you
Can't
guys want
wait
me to
to
say? How do you want me to do this?
I think that's
Because
Nope, that's what I would say. Yep.
unless
No,
we're
Ryan
leaving
doesn't like this. I'm
right
straight face
now.
with Ryan.
to go get that husband, we're taking 6 days out
we
of our
can get our
lives
way there.
to go to a hill
And
giant
perhaps-
stronghold.
Perhaps it's better that she doesn't come with us, so that way we can. I mean, she's run away now. If we show up with her, they're going to be like, all right, they're looking for a fight. Maybe without that, we can, finagle a bit.
I mean, we can try.
That's fair.
But I think she can. She's a capable woman. She can take care of herself. Look at her.
Right.
She'll be fine.
Yeah. So if we end up in Gruthog, then we'll be like, Ruck, Moog loves you. You don't need her. Run away. Go
Go to
find your
her.
Moog. Right? Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
All right. Lakashana,
You know we're going to have to fight the chieftain for him, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to fight many chieftains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just so long as you knew. It sounded very much like you thought we were just going to go in there and be like, hey, she lost a lot of weight and she dyed her hair and I think her midlife crisis is over, so you can go back to her now. And he'd be like, okay, that's fine. I didn't want the princess anyway. And then he'll like run back to the Hawk Tower I don't think it worked like that. I'm pretty sure that she just sort of like clunked him and stole him.
Right.
And now he's her bitch.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the ultimate 20-minute adventure, Morty. In and out, 20 minutes.
20-minute adventure, Morty. In and
Son
out.
of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah.
I trust Moog explicitly, and if she said that guy's a mean guy, let's get rid of him. Let's just.
It's a she.
It's a she. Yeah.
It's
We don't
Roma.
know that. We don't know
Roma.
that. We're assuming that.
She said she.
Yeah.
She said
You
she.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
Chief Guy is a she.
Well,
It's
we're gonna
romance,
kill her.
murder, drama.
Right. I mean, I feel like we, I feel like
I'm gonna mental, just to be safe. Hill giants are stupid, right?
yeah.
Who are you
Yes.
asking?
Sorry, acro. Okay, so we're very close to where we need to be to deliver the message, right? What if we go and do that, and then we come back, and then we go with Moog back to the camp, and she shows up with a frost giant wolf, telling them that she killed one, and now she has it as a pet, and she is big strong thing, and we could be like her slaves or something. If she shows up like a little bit more of a badass, and then they'd be like, "Oh, Moog," and she'd be like, "Yeah, give me my man back," and then they could fight or something, and it would be honorable and or something.
Moog, do you want to rule the hill giants?
Moog just want Rock.
She just wants her man.
That's beautiful.
It was a thought.
It is a thought. It's a good thought. I'm not
Same.
saying it's not a good thought. Moog, we'll be back.
Yes, we will.
You small folk leave?
Yes.
Where Rock?
We need some
Rock.
time. We need some sons.
At Hill
Is that
or
Grudhall?
Hall.
Yeah.
Hall.
Okay.
God, they are stupid. My God.
All right.
Moog. You bring back Rock. Tell him Moog love him.
We will tell him. We will tell him.
He will know Moog love him.
Moog love. Ruck love. Moog love Ruck. Moog love Ruck.
Rock love Moog.
Yeah.
Is she out there? Can I try to hold her hand? Can I like put my little
She-
hand out?
Would like
She
to reach
looks
out
at
and
you.
make a concerned moan.
Give me a persuasion check, Nick.
I would love to.
Followed by a strength saving throw.
That is a natural 18
Ooh.
plus 11.
What is
Hey,
that?
so what? 29. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you reach out, and Moog just goes, and she puts like a single one of her extra large fingers in her
Yes.
hand, and you feel a surge of womanly understanding pass between the two of you.
Yes.
She's
A
gonna
bond of sisterhood has now been formed.
Yes.
she's gonna telepathically message to Nyx. That's what it would be like if he was in human form, but he kept his normal dick.
Way to
I put
bring it
this
all the way
behind my
around.
back at Lakash, and as I'm holding this, I'm like, as I'm holding her little finger, and I will. She's crying. Nyx is crying. She's really only 50% knowledge of what's going on, and she says, "Hey, Rock love Moog. Yeah,
Rook love Moog.
Rock
Moog
love
will-
Moog.
Moog will wait forever for Rook.
Still a better story
Yeah.
than Twilight.
I'm gonna turn around to everybody else. Hey guys, real quick, just wanted to throw this out there. Although it does feel a little late in the day to have considered this. Should we have, I don't know, helped Moog get her groove back instead of trying to, I don't know, conk and steal her man back? Did we?
It's the perfect crime, though. It's
Well,
romance, it's drama, possible murder. It's great.
I think we need to rock her life.
To
Write
rock
that
and roll,
down.
you say?
That's another one.
Her
Jonathan.
world.
All right.
Got it.
Okay. So, there we go.
Can we start streaming like a dad joke counter in the corner?
I
One would
will
say-
find an add-on for it. Somebody can help me find an
Yes.
add-on.
Hold on. I got you. I got you.
All right.
Don't worry.
All right, go for it.
So are we getting ready to rock and roll?
Oh.
All right. Moog, do you mind if we take a look around the tower real quick? Just a quick
He kind of like turns around and goes.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Thank you, Moog.
I will make an investigation. There's not much tower left, but just in case there's something useful in there.
There's a bottom floor and a top floor.
Cool. Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, give me an
Or
investigation
perception.
check. Give me an investigation check for the lower floor.
Okay. Investigation on the lower floor.
Yeah, you walk in and there's much of the tower floor and the staircase is like strewn with rubble, stone from the crumbling walls and wood from the like partially collapsed roof. So it's kind of hard to get around everywhere.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. As you make your way through it, you actually find what appears to be a compartment underneath a cracked floor tile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it trapped? Can I open it?
Make an investigation check.
Much better on that one. Investigation is a 19 or 22.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Not locked either.
No, it is not locked.
Then I would like to.
No, it is. There is a lock. Yeah, sorry.
Then I would
but
like.
the lock is in very poor condition.
If I can thieves' tools it, I will attempt to do so.
Yeah, actually, there's no ability check required. You can just kind of. It's an old lock. And I need you to roll me D100 twice, if you will.
Nice.
You also find 300 silver pieces inside of it.
Hey.
All right. Percentiles is a 55 and a 12.
Okay. 55 and a 12. So you find a potion of heal. What looks to be a potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't exactly know how powerful it is,
Okay.
but you do notice that. Look what Keith added. I love it. And you
Amazing.
also find. Let's see, what is a good one for you guys. I
I believe we're up to 4 potions of healing
Yeah.
in our inventory.
So you will have to like try and like identify which one it specifically is.
Right.
But and what is a good one for you guys? That one and let's see, because those two are probably it. Those are the only spellcasters. Yeah, you have. So you find a scroll of blindness, deafness in it.
Okay.
Casually, you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
That Moog was using it for something. I'm not sure.
Look, Hashina, now you don't have to pretend.
Really convincing performances.
All
I'm waiting
right.
for the day that Ashna looks through the sight and looks through Marok's eyes. That way he could be actually a seeing eye dog.
She just warbs
Ooh.
into him.
I can animal friendship him. Or there's beast sense, yeah.
I'm looking through his eyes.
All right, Moog. We'll be back. You start to get dressed pretty. To put yourself together.
She goes, all right, Moog. Moog is strong woman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Facials.
Moog
Mud baths.
will get her man.
That's right. That's right, Moog. We're
Hot
gonna. Yes.
girl summer, Moog. Hot girl summer.
There it
Moog.
is.
No giant summer.
Yes. Yeah.
Start playing WAP on my.
I was just about to say. She was about to say Moog says Moog have WAP. Better than Chief Ga.
Get it, Moog.
Wow.
All right.
I feel like we've done good work
we
today. I
This-
feel like we've done it.
We've
This is
arranged-
the hero business I was talking about.
That's right. It is quite the day. Let's ride for Amphail.
Let's do it.
We've done 2 relationships today. We've got Nick's one, and we're gonna save another. It's great.
Yeah.
The start of one and the saving of another.
Yes. Bye,
So,
Moog.
bye, small folk. As you head back towards
real
the
quick.
road.
We
Yes.
do have our winner
Okay.
for the giveaway. It is from our Patreon, Raven Monroe.
Hey!
So we're going to be reaching out to you through the Patreon, and so we are going to get you some pictures of the art pieces you can choose from, and we're going to let you know. So thank you, Raven. Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Wow.
So as you head your way back to Amphail, it's starting to get a little dark. Just because, that's what happens.
How the world works.
You bet it does.
That's how time works, even though it's a construct and it doesn't really exist.
Sun ending. Yes.
So you start pulling up
Stuck a giant.
to Amphail, and as you walk towards the town, you notice that there are pavilion tents and tables. It looks like people are in the middle of setting up for a very large party.
Ooh.
All right.
Potty.
And that is where we're going to end things for tonight.
Oh no, that makes me nervous.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I love it.
That makes me nervous.
Party.
Yes.
It's a party.
Yay,
it's a party,
everything
it's
is
a
good,
party.
and there's gonna be a party, and that's all. The end.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Perhaps be a mask
Huge
of Red
party.
Death.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Hit the counter.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for our lovely cast, and congratulations to Raven for winning the giveaway this
That's
week.
a good giveaway.
We will be back next week for more Storm King's Thunder, but that does it for us, I guess. Is there anything else I'm missing? Should I just close out? Okay, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us, but as always, be cool.